back to the days I was broke trying to come up off for 20. Bad bitches in here.
Black man, black fam, black woman. Welcome to Black Dad Code, where everything we do before family, but nothing before family. America, America, America. Once again, it's your favorite guy from Major High, Mr. Kelly Major.
I'm Kevin Bailey.
And I am D-Dub the Go-Getter.
And today we got the honor and the privilege of interviewing Muhammad, my brother, Gerald, in the house, Payne,
Peace.
from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Peace. Layla hayla.
Layla, hayla.
Welcome to the show, Muhammad.
Thank you, brother. Good to be here.
All right, we appreciate you.
Muhammad, would you introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, let the people know who you are?
My name is Gerald Marshall Payne Jr. My attribute is Wakil Muhammad. I'm originally born and raised from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went to Carver Junior High, graduated from Booker T. Washington, class 84. Got in some trouble back in 1994. Was sentenced 65 years state, 35 years fed running wild. So I had 100 years going in. I did 28 years straight. I've been out 8 months and enjoying this world with my children and grandkids. I'm trying to, in the process of reestablishing myself. I'm an artist. I draw and paint, hyperrealism. I developed my skills and techniques while I was inside. I have my artwork displayed at the prestigious Liquid Lounge on Greenwood. I'm blessed to have a strong support system, man, and being out here, man, is lovely. The air tastes good, the food tastes good, and I'm enjoying life. Live, love, and enjoy.
The beautiful thing about seeing Muhammad is, y'all know my story, your favorite guy from Major High. I had 2 life sentences. And me and this brother was together when I had my 2 life sentences and he had his 100 years. There was nobody in our crew that had less than 100 years. And there was about 6 of us that was really solid. And he's the last of the 6 to come home. We've all made it home. So that was really unique. And so yeah, that's definitely some praise God right there, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had the least amount of time out of all of us and did the most, the longest.
Man, good to have
But he 100 years. But I went and seen him the other day, and what really caught me was, because I had never even realized when we was gone, that when he left, he had a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old daughter. And so I want to discuss today how that journey was, going through prison, coming home, dealing with that. And there was something that you said that really caught my attention. I want you to share with America. Would you tell us the story about how your daughters made a video and stuff talking about when you was coming home?
Yeah. During the time, I was I was once a abuser to drugs and alcohol, and you know, even though I was unjustly convicted, I had put myself in a situation to be convicted. During the time, you know, I neglected the knowledge of that I had 2 daughters. I was so caught up in this world, in these worldly things, man, that I neglected my responsibility as a father and didn't realize that I neglected my responsibility until I was incarcerated and started, you know, it's like a light, everything hits you upside the head when you make that mistake, man, like, you know. So, you know, over the years, man, you know, I made sure that I put in the work and cleaned myself all the way up. I haven't drunk any alcohol, used drugs, or gambled in 30 years. I was done. I'm out here, and it's all good, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But, you know, I realized that, man, it ain't about me, you know. It's about my daughter. So during that incarcerated period, I never gave up, man, and I worked diligently to try to let them know that, you know, I love them. I stayed in contact with them and build a relationship with them from the inside. So I had got I filed a what they call it, a motion to be released under the 924C stacking, which that was unjustly done. But after they granted me release from prison, I contacted my daughters and they said, well, we'll meet you in Texas Friday. I was released on a Thursday. Didn't know they was coming, didn't know they was gonna show. So during the time I was released that morning, they were out in the parking lot making a live stream video. And they were discussing how they grew up without a dad, you know, how they went to functions without their dad, and my youngest daughter never had me, never remembered me after with them, and how excited they were for me to get home and spend time with them. My youngest daughter, she has a fiance, and she refused to get married until I got home. So I can walk her down the aisle, and she's scheduled to get married October on her birthday, and I will be able to walk her down the aisle. But you know, they made, it was like a 30 minute video, and they was just going over how much, you know, I meant to them, how much they are looking forward to me getting home. And I never realized how much they really loved me, because when you're on the inside, you know, people are working, people are trying to raise their families. And my daughter, you know, I have grandchildren, so they, you know, they were out here working hard, and you call and people don't answer, and that visiting door is not opening, so you think that there's no love, no one cares for you. But during this whole time incarcerated, I always wrote them, I always let them know how much I love them, how much I regret the decisions I made back in the day. So once I come out the parking lot, one of my dear friends, she came and picked me up. So I come out and, you know, hug my friend. The next thing I know, my daughter's running from around the car. And man, the feeling, man, was so overwhelming, man. You know, tears just came rushing down my face, man. It was such a beautiful thing. And it's on my Facebook. If you all want to go, Gerald Payne on my Facebook, and you can see the whole video, man. I guarantee you, man, that you will feel what I felt emotionally. Since I've been home, you know, things don't happen overnight. I'm reestablishing a relationship with my daughters. They 34 and 32 years old now. So I mainly focus on my grandchildren, and letting them know that I'm home, letting them know that I'm there for them, letting my daughters know that I'm there for them, man. So you know, it was such a huge gap, man, and you can't make up for that time, but you can be in the presence of the time remaining, man. And I encourage every brother, man, to not, I know, you know, you are trying to get your money, you trying to live your life, man, but man, as black men, man, focus on your children, man. It ain't about you. Once you have a kid, man, it ain't about you no more.
Right.
You know, it ain't about you no more. But I don't want to keep going. I'm gonna let Major, you know, go on.
That's why we wanted you on here, because Black Dad Code, we want to tell the stories from all black dads and how we filed and how we making it through this, because most of us have been incarcerated at some point and went through that. And I wanted to share that real story of how it is, man. We love our children whether we incarcerated or not. We want to be with our families. We thought sometimes we was making moves that was going to help us financially or whatever, and it backfired, and it didn't, and there were mistakes and all. But that don't take away from the fact that you want to be a father. You want to be there with your children. You love them. You miss them. And then that they also have those needs. So Black Dad Code, we interview black dads from all walks of life, because that's what we represent, black dads, all of us.
That's right. Well, Muhammad, I want to start off, man. I just want to say kudos, man. I want to give you your flowers, man, because I put it to you like this. you still had a relationship with your kids behind bars, and dealing with all the stuff that you had dealing with, facing 100 years, and I know that's a mental monkey on your back every single day. You wake up and you still had the ability to write your kids and be there and still be putting them first. So I just want to say kudos to you, because like I said to you, man, that's solid right there. Because I know, like I said to you, that love was there, or they wouldn't have been there waiting for you when you got out.
I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, you good.
I also want to give, because props to their moms. My daughters have, I have 2 different mothers. I ain't gonna say baby mothers, but my kids don't have the same mother. And their mothers came together when I was incarcerated and made sure that my daughters had a relationship. And that was the key. Yeah. They had a relationship. They were best friends, sisters, and I like to give, my props to them. They ignored me. They ignored the hurt and pain that I caused them, and made sure my daughters was all right. And that was the key to building that relationship, because they had something in common, me being incarcerated. So they bonded, man, and that helped a whole lot. So when we have events since I've been home, my whole family's together. And I just wanted to give their mothers props too, man.
Yes.
Because, they got shouts out to them too.
Yeah.
So man, let me ask you, just, I know you kind of went into it, but just how was it being away from your kids from all those years, your family? I mean, that's 30 years, man.
It was excruciating, man. The pain from within, man, just burnt my soul, brother. Yeah. At times, man, and I call that prison that black hole, man, because you in a black hole. You in an abyss. When you taken away from your family, your livelihood, there ain't no kids around, there ain't no women around, and man, you just amongst in this abyss, man, and you feel yourself sinking at times, man. There's several times I want to just give up, man, but in Islam we say hold on to that rope, man, of faith, and by holding on to that rope of faith, man, it gave me the encouragement, man, that, everything's gonna be all right. Just hang on, man, because, man, when you're away from your family, man, that's one of the worst things. And this system is set up to take you away from your family, to delete you from reproducing and growing your family, man. So, you don't realize how important family is until they gone.
Right.
And at a time you go through a period when you hate everybody, you mad at everybody. Nobody gonna come see me. Nobody ain't trying to ask me, do I need something? Yeah. People ain't answering the phone. Forget them. But man, when I got home, man, everybody embraced me, man. I have a strong support system, man. My bonds with my brothers and sisters, man, that I thought I didn't have, man, is stronger than ever. And it's about what you are as a person, man. People are watching me, man, and when they seen that, okay, he's back. Okay, what is he doing? Is he doing the same things he did when he came in? And once they see, man, that you're really sincere and serious and standing on what you say you are, people gonna embrace you, people gonna support you, and the love ain't never left, man.
Right.
So
that's what I found.
And how long did you say you was away?
I was gone 28 years.
28 years. That's a long
28
time.
years, which is almost equivalent. They say 15 years is a life sentence.
Yeah.
So I was gone 2 lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know you said your family was happy to see you when you got out. While you was in there, what was your relationship like with them while inside?
While inside, it was rocky. I mean, my mom and dad, man, they always, man, they rode all the way, man. If I needed to talk to somebody, if I needed anything, man, my mom and dad was always there. Mm-hmm. And I thought they didn't love me, mm-hmm. but they always loved me. They just didn't love the guy that I was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what they didn't love. When I got in, man, they embraced me, man. They loved me, man, from abroad, from the outside. And, there was a lot of relationships I had, man, that I had doubts in. friendships, man, that I had doubts in, man. But, you know, you put yourself in that situation, man, you know, you don't understand that that's your situation. You can't blame people from not coming to see you, people not embracing you, man. You know, you can't blame no one. So, man, I had to learn how to forgive.
Real quick,
man.
I want to ask you, because to me, I've been watching Roots with my daughter, because like I said, I like her to know our history and everything. And going to prison almost to me was like when they was taken away from Africa and brought to America.
Prison is, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because prison is formed and very similar to slavery.
Yes.
You know, each prison yard is a plantation.
Yeah.
Right.
And within those plantations, the warden, which is the slave master,
Right.
has overseers to watch you, which are the officers. And you can't pee, drink, eat, or nothing without their permission. You
Right.
count it about 3 times a day. You know, you're taken away from your whole family, your whole environment, your identity is gone once you're in prison. And it's the same as slavery. The whole system is a form of slavery. It's the same thing, man. But it's just on a basis to where they get paid $45, I believe, dollars a day for your body.
Yeah.
And soon as you're incarcerated, they'll automatically put a $250,000 life insurance policy on you. So if you die while you're incarcerated, or if you die being on parole, probation, they're gonna collect that $250,000 and send your body back to your people in a bag, so they can pay for the cost to bury you. And if your people don't claim you in a certain amount of days, they will incinerate your body, cremate you, or bury you amongst the other people that didn't have family. Because a lot of brothers, when they're incarcerated, man, they don't have family. I've seen brothers die in prison. I've seen brothers, parents, families die in prison, and they can't go to the funerals. You know, they got to sit up and bear the burden of their son getting killed, and they can't go and pay their respects. So, man, it's you know, prison, like I say, it's slavery, man. And only thing about it is that they not gonna force you into slavery. They're gonna set up traps for you to get into slavery. Right. You know, I was talking to an African brother, man, and he said, you know, one thing about America is that it's too many laws. Man, you go to jail for spitting on the sidewalk. It's so many laws. So it's when you walk out this door, man, it's a million traps. You know, and you can bam make the wrong decision, man, and be in that trap. You know, so you know.
They got a bunch of laws, and they change them.
They change them, and manipulate them, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you have the money to afford a lawyer, you have an opportunity to, you know, get less time, or get reprimanded, or pay a fine. But if you're impoverished, poor, and don't have the money, you're subject to go to prison and do that time and be put in the form of slavery. So, man, the system is set up the same as it was in 1776 or whenever slavery, you know, whenever slavery, 1500s or whatever, slavery was founded in America. It's set up the same way, man. It's just different. Instead of making money off crops and wheat and cotton, they make money off the body. We're like cattle. So I just wanted to share that with everybody so they can get a full understanding, man, of what this system is really like, man. And they are targeting our young youth, man. You know, like you know, you look at what's the name of that movie? Not Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Where you talking about it was Furious Styles. What's his name? He was talking about, man, you know, these guns, man. You know, we didn't produce these guns, man. We didn't manufacture these guns, but how's these guns coming into our hood? How's fentanyl and all these drugs coming into our hoods, man?
Yeah, he said
so,
we don't own no
this
books.
whole system is wicked, man, and we must wake up as men, as fathers, and teach these kids about the penal system. Because I didn't understand what the penal system was until I got caught up in the penal system. Instead of teaching our boys how to shoot basketball, and throw a football. We need to start teaching them about the laws of this land so they can miss these traps, man, and stay out that.
So would you say that should be something that should be a part of Black Dad Code? Because every show we with a guest, we like to introduce something new that should be, because we define what Black Dad Code is now. So that should that be something that's defined?
Man, that
as
should
Black
be the
Dad
table
Code?
talk, man. When you walking with your son, and now you know black dads are more focused on, you know, teaching their sons about once a law man approaches you, what should you do so you won't get shot.
Yeah.
But we also have to teach our kids about these laws and systems, man.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree on that.
I didn't know nothing about conspiracy. I didn't know nothing about it. They don't care if you didn't do it. If you're under conspiracy and you go to jury trial, you're gonna get all that sentence. They gonna whatever you got 30 counts of racketeering. You go to jury trial under conspiracy, you're gonna be charged with 30 counts of racketeering, and you might been hanging around with Joe Blow and in pictures with it. So you gotta teach. We gotta teach our kids, and we gotta learn law and teach our kids about law, man, because most of the black youth don't experience law until they're arrested.
Yeah.
Cause you got the bail bond. It's all set up to make money. You got the bail bondsmen, you got the lawyers. You got to bail yourself out of jail. You got to pay the fines and court costs. It's all set up to take out your money, even when you ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. You know, I had to pay a $21,000 fine along with the 35 years. So, you know, that's my thing. You know.
Okay. So what's something you think as Black Dad Code we have to stop doing as fathers? That has to stop. It has to be Black Dad Code that we don't do this no more as black fathers.
As black fathers, we have to, you know, I talk to people, man, they say, man, they don't beat the kids no more. They don't whip the kids no more. And it ain't about whipping the kids, man. It's about spending time with the kids, man. You know, the mothers, man, you know, are deserted by the father, and the mother is out there working, man. So the mother is not there in the household. Then the father is absent. So, and that leaves the kid astray. That leaves the kid to learn from the streets or be idle into TikTok and things of that nature that takes the kids' minds, man, and make them lose focus. As black men, man, go pick up your son, man. Spend some time with your son. You know, it's about being there. You know, I know that we gotta work and the women work, man. But if you ain't with your baby mama, you ain't with your girl no more, that don't mean that you don't supposed to be with your kid no more. Man, go pick up your son or daughter and spend some time with them. All kids want is attention. When they was babies, man, they was crying for the bottle, wanting you to hug them and hold them. Man, all kids want is attention. So, the attention now, you give your kid the phone when they 2 or 3 years old, let them play with the phone for 5 hours, you know, and let them look at SpongeBob and all those things of that nature. Then they looking at TikTok, and people on TikTok acting with the buffoonery. So that's all they gonna end up knowing. Like I say, man, it's about being accountable, it's about being responsible, and it's about spending time, man. You ain't gotta have a bunch of money, man, to take a kid to the port, walk around with your kids, spend time with your kids, man. And that's what we lack now in today's time.
Okay, Muhammad, I always ask, usually Kevin gets this one, but this week
no.
I wanted to, I wanted to be the one, but it's the Black Dad Tough Question. We always ask the tough question.
Come on with it.
So the Black Dad Tough Question for you is, how did your being away for so long impact your children? And do you feel any guilt behind that, or how do you feel about that?
Man, it had a major impact on my daughters. You know, I was blessed enough to have my daughters got good mothers, and the people around them, their mothers' husbands, and whoever was around them that was of a male perspective. You know, I was blessed. You know, because their mothers guided them in the right direction. You know, as a father, man, you know, I have major regrets, man. You know, the guilt was so, you know, was so filled with guilt, man, and sorrow that I couldn't be there for them. And at times I still feel that way, but you have to, you know, put that in your rearview mirror, man, and think about now.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, my daughters are 34 and 32 years old, and, you know, they feel they don't need no daddy, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If my daughter's grass is high, as a man, as a father, I'm going to cut that grass.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, my daughter, she'll tell me, I don't need you, you know, I can pay somebody, I get somebody.
Yes,
But, you know, that's no question for me. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If
Right.
my daughter's garage or whatever, man, I'm gonna knock it out.
Right.
Because my thing now is to be a man and be an example and show my daughters what a man's supposed to be like. You know, the image of a man is supposed to be like.
Right.
So they may, you know, hold their husbands and their relationships going forward, hold them men accountable. You know, that ain't the way my dad do it. You know what I'm saying? And even though, you know, as a father, you got grown daughters, you know, you can still be that example, man. You can still
too late.
make an impact in their life, man. It's
Yeah.
never too
Right.
late, man.
Right.
And that's by, you know, you the leader, you know, you the king, man. Be a leader and be a king, man. You know, a king ain't coming in sloppy drunk every night. You know, a king ain't out there in them streets, man, doing wrong. You know, be an example, man. Be an example to your daughters, your grandkids. That's a lifetime job, man. Being a father is a lifetime job. It don't stop, man. When a kid turns 21, it's a lifetime job, and they always watching you. Your grandkids always watching you. You know, my daughters now, they know they fix, man. Daddy don't eat pork. Daddy don't drink. You know, and I stand on it. You know, and they respect it, man. And people will have more respect to you as a man, as a father, man, when you stand on what you say you are, man, and you be that father. You ain't gotta just, you know, because I was kind of smothering my daughters when I first got out. You know, man, you know, my daughters will check me in a minute. Man, don't come over here without calling, man. Call before you come over. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to be around them, man. But they check me. You know, I said the honeymoon is over with. You know, after a month after I got home, man, they were like, man, get away from me. You know, and it kind of messed me up, man, because I just want to be with them. They just don't understand, man. But you know, you gotta allow them to live their life, man. But still yet, man, you know, you just gotta be an example, man. That's all I can be now is the best example. You know what I mean?
All right, real quick. You know they watching this. What would you like for them to hear? You know what I mean?
Man, they know I love them. I love them unconditionally, man. And you know, and I just want them to know that I'm proud of them, man. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. For them allowing me back into their lives, man, because a lot of kids so bitter, man, hell man, I ain't got nothing to do with him no more, you know. They don't even want to give you the opportunity to make up for them lost times, man, but, you know, I would like to thank my daughters, man, for allowing me to be back into their lives, man, for giving me an opportunity to be back into their lives, man, after all these years, man. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, man, and like I promised my daughter, when I was 5 years old, she said, when I was explaining to her, because I never lied to my daughters, I was explaining to her why I was incarcerated. And she said, Daddy, I want you to promise me that you would never do drugs, you would never drink again, and I stood on it. Even though I was through, I stood on it. And I would stand on it till the day I die, man. I'll try to be the best father I can be till the day I die. I'll try to be the best grandfather I can be. And God willing, I can be the best great grandfather. Be here to see that, you know. So I just want to thank my daughters, man, and man, you know, I love y'all, man.
Kevin, closing statement.
Well, man, Muhammad, man, I want to thank you again for being on the show.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you all, man, for allowing me to be here, man.
Yes.
You know,
I'm glad you're out here with us.
I feel normal, man. You know, I feel normal. I have, you know, because we all got testimony. Me and you got testimonies, brother.
Right.
You know, we done been through it, man, and no one will ever understand what we've been through, man.
Right,
Because
right.
that system is set up to destroy the soul, man. It's set up, you know, when they give you that type of time, man, they want you to die in prison. They want you to come out, you know, gay, you know, because it ain't nothing but men in there. Or they want you to come out so mentally unstable until you recommit. You know, you can't function in society.
Right.
And go back in and so they can keep getting that money off your body. So the system is set up, man, to suck everything out of you.
Forever.
Forever. So, brother, I love you. Thank you, brothers, man, for allowing me to come, man. And I appreciate it.
D-Dub, close the statement.
Man, y'all know me. I know you got stubborn baby mamas out there, but at the end of the day, it's about the kids. You know what I mean? Be there for them. Stay tough on them. A little tough. Ain't nothing wrong with tough love. Not physically, but, you know, just stay on them. Stay strong, because they need you to be strong, you know? So
Spend all the time you can, man, because tomorrow is never promised, man. You can die today, and I'm going to keep it real. You can die today. So, man, don't neglect, man, and don't take nothing for granted when it comes to your children, man.
And you know, this is why we do Black Dad Code. For these moments, for these situations, because we know our walk. We know our walk is diverse. We know our walk is challenged, but we still fathers. And we still got to be a part of our communities. We got to build. And if we're going to try to make Black Wall Street come back again, then we have to bring back Black fathers. Because it was Black fathers that made Black Wall Street what it was. And so here, we're in Tulsa, where we did it once again, we can do it again. And we was all at one point wiped out. Now we're all home, and we all kicking with each other, and we all standing on what we said we standing on, and that's why we here. So Black man, Black fam, Black woman, thank you for watching Black Dad Code.
Peace and love. Live, love, and enjoy. Peace.
Six figure nigga got driven rolling around in a Bentley. I can take you back to the days I was broke trying to come up off for 20. Bad bitches in here with me, no they ain't on me, yeah, me. Never treated this hustle shit too gently. If we talking racks, my niggas got plenty. Remember